most prepared candidate for the 2028 election and the most prepared person to be president in 2029. In the last 16 years, I've had the privilege of joining each and every constituency at least 5 times to work hard on the ground and campaign and work for the MPP. Just like the thousands of you who may not have had all the money in the world to throw at the party, all my sweat, my reputation, my knowledge, and my person have been dedicated to working with you for the success of the party. As a result of this, there is no village or hamlet or city or town where Mahamudu Bawumia's face and name are not known. I owe this party a duty that if we are to win 2028, we ought not to start afresh from zero. Instead, we ought to build on the nearly 42% of valid votes and work across the and work to cross the 50% mark in the next election. I have also had the distinct privilege of serving as Vice President and supporting the President and the government in our last administration with ideas that have significantly impacted the lives of millions of our people. This is what the streets refer to as being rich in ideas. The initiatives I advocated for in our time today are making impact in people's lives. The rich, innovative, and practical ideas that I successfully championed and saw to implementation include the Bank of Ghana's Gold Purchase Program, the first in Africa, the Gold for Oil Program, the first in Africa, the accelerated issuance of the Ghana card, mobile money interoperability, the first in Africa, the Ghana Digital Property Address System, the first in Africa, Agenda 111, one constituency, one ambulance, the Zipline drone delivery service, the largest in the world, the universal QR code payment system, the No, which is the first in Africa, the No Guarantor student loans, Ghana.gov, the Citizens app, NHIS registration and renewal on your mobile phone, the Rental Assistance Scheme, the Zongo Development Fund, individualized credit scoring, paperless ports, electric buses, e-gates at Kotoka International Airport, and the digitalization of medical records across all district, regional, and teaching hospitals in Ghana, amongst others. The implementation of these practical policy initiatives has resulted in many people saying that I have been the most effective vice president in Ghana's history. This implies that given the opportunity, I can equally become one of the most effective presidents in Ghana as we go forward. Ladies and gentlemen, I demonstrate my strength by getting results, not by making noise or by insulting or by bragging about money. The combined effect of how well Bawumia is known today and my experience as vice president make me the most prepared person for the MPP's quest for the 2028 election and governance in 2029. Fellow Kukudites, in the words of Kofi Abrefa-Bruzia, the qualification to be a success in Ghana's politics includes a large capacity to stomach all sorts of attacks. I am not oblivious to the fact that the NDC and lately elements within our own family subject me to daily attacks. In fact, I expect that there will be more attacks in the coming months and years. But I have learned, if I have learned anything from history, it includes the fact that a man must be formidable so that no matter the adversity, he stands tall, focused, and resolute. All that can be held at me have already been attacked. As the days are going by, time has shown great vindication. The Bank of Ghana, the IMF, and even the NDC kingpins are now admitting on many matters that Bawumia was right. What more can they say about me now? In our history, when all has been said of a candidate and yet he remains standing, victory is the logical next step that awaits him. The Akans have a saying that Openyi due mate mate. To wit, a wise leader must at times appear aloof, yet when it is required, be willing to take the difficult decisions. That is who I am. I am cool on the outside, but do not underestimate my inner resolve. That is what I bring to the leadership of the MPP and the leadership of Ghana. That is what makes a leader balanced and formidable. Dear delegates, the most important desire in the hearts of all our colleagues is a win in 2028. We have to put our best foot forward as we rebuild our party towards that election. To win in 2028, we must not just talk unity, we must live it. The repeated attacks by our own party folks on one another is absolutely unhelpful. What we say against each other, the NDC will use against us in 2028. If you claim you are a true patriot and want this party to win in 2028, then stop it. Don't lecture us about how blue your blood is. Let your actions show. Stop the internal attacks now. Stop the religious and tribal attacks now. We lost 2024 elections after introducing many good programs. Unfortunately, due mostly to the economic pain that many of our citizens felt, the NDC managed to convince them with lofty promises to stay away or vote against us. We have learned our lessons. I assure you that these lessons will be put to good use when we return to office in 2029. However, it is becoming evident that the NDC does not intend to fulfill the lofty promises they made to Ghanaians in their quest for power. The promise to pay cocoa farmers at least 6,000 Ghana cedis is one they don't intend to keep. The promise to institute a state of emergency and repeal LI 2462 to fight galamsey is one they do not intend to keep. The setup of the gold board to execute the gold purchase program is already unraveling, as miners are reluctant to sell their gold due to the unattractive prices of it. Remittances have reduced by 50% as a result of the misalignment in the exchange rate across the different foreign exchange markets. The promise to allow free expression is one they do not intend to keep. They promised to triple jobs and create new ones through the 24-hour economy. But it is evident that it was just a political gimmick. What the MPP and Ghana needs is a strong party that can hold the government accountable for these promises. Bawumia has always done that and will do that as flag-bearer of the MPP. For the various candidates contesting the flag-bearership, ask, won't Ghana and the MPP be better off if instead of focusing your guns on Bawumia, you focus on holding the government accountable to show that you can lead the MPP in holding the NDC accountable? Won't Ghana and the MPP be better off if instead of focusing on attacking each other, we focus on selling a vision for the party and the country? Our true opponent is not within. Our true opponent is out there. We need unity to win. I promise you that just as you have known me to be, I would not do anything to bring division or conflict within the party. If there would be anyone to create problems in the MPP, it would not be Bawumia. My vision is to expand the Ghanaian economy through rich ideas that provide incentives and measures such as a flat tax system for individuals, corporations, and for import taxes, and an enabling environment for business to thrive and accelerate the pace of job creation for the youth of this country. A future Bawumia government would recognize and reward the sacrifices of our grassroots. Many have lost their jobs under the current government, and we will restore their appointments when we come to office in 2029. My vision is to introduce measures that reduce the cost of living for the average Ghanaian and support for the vulnerable. My vision is to adopt a constituency-based development and budgeting framework in which local people benefit the most and the well-being of the individual is enhanced. My vision is for a modern, digitalized economy that offers equal opportunities to all, including women, the physically challenged, and the grassroots, not just for the rich. My vision is for the credit system to be accessible to all Ghanaians, as it is the case in the advanced countries. My vision is to energize domestic production and job creation and lessen the fiscal burden by dedicating 3% of our GDP of expenditure currently undertaken by the public sector to the private sector, with procurement being done locally. My vision is to achieve all this, starting with a strong, disciplined, united, new patriotic party. All my life, this country and this party have given me so much. I feel an overwhelming sense of duty to give back. That is why I didn't hesitate to lay down my job at the Bank of Ghana to assist the MPP's quest for power in 2008. And indeed, I lost that gamble. That is why I did not hesitate to leave my job at the African Development Bank to help the MPP in 2012. That is why I didn't hesitate to take the box at the Supreme Court as the star witness in the 2013 to fight for the MPP. That is why I have never hesitated to defend this party, even at the risk of mockery by our opponents. That is why I did not hesitate to concede the 2024 elections to preserve Ghana's peace. You can be sure that with Mahamudu Bawumia as flag bearer, I shall not hesitate to put my all on the line for the MPP and for Ghana as I have done before. I implore you to join me on this journey to rebuild our party and to reposition this great tradition to deliver for Ghanaians from 2028. I am committed to doing this with you, the grassroots of the party, supported by the mighty minority of 88 MPs. Let's win. Let's win together. Let's win with Bawumia. Thank you for your attention. God bless you, and God bless our homeland, Ghana.
Win with Bawumia.